Yeah, I do.
What if, are you a child? Good morning, folks, and happy Friday. After our late night freaking gaming bender last night, JB and I could have literally slept until tomorrow. But that's not really an option because we have to go, I guess you'd say, lay out this car show. Kind of go around and show our partners and our sponsors what we're thinking, what we can use, what we can't use, all those good things. So I guess let's go knock that out so we can get some grub in us and then come back and hang out till we got to get up and go get in better shape today, go get better, go do all those things, and then go keep the freaking bar safer tonight than it was last night, folks. Well, we have made it to the park to show our sponsors and our partners just the location, get a better view of it than what Google Maps could really give us. I mean, I know you get a whole overview with Google Maps, but like, you can really envision it if you just walk it. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna walk around the premises and kind of decide the layout in which we want to do it. Oh, and I almost forgot, folks. Today is June 27th. The new Squid Games comes out. That's pretty much our plan for the day. We're gonna go get some breakfast after this, and then we're gonna go back home, and until I have to get up to go do everything that I need to do, we're gonna binge watch Squid Games. I think that's the move for the day. And I'm not usually I gotta binge watch this kind of guy. I usually am not a TV guy at all. I got like really bad ADHD, so if you sit me still for too long, it's just, you really just don't get to watch a movie or a show with me without me yapping through it. But Squid Games, it's one I can sit through. Well, this is why you put things on your calendar, folks. After JB and I struggled to get up out of bed this morning, just wanting an extra 10, 20, 30 minutes of sleep. Our meeting is at 10:30, not 10. We could have gotten an extra 30 minutes of sleep. Check your calendar, folks, or at least look back at the messages, you know, of what time things are. Don't just go off of your memory when you get punched in the head for fun. But at least we were early for once and not late. Well, our partner has made it. Let's get out and, I guess, survey the premises. See what we can and can't use. How we want this layout to be. So our walkthrough with our partners and sponsors went great. They are also seeing the vision in which I am seeing. So yeah, this ain't that far. So we were wondering what overflow parking would look like, how far they would have to walk, so we decided to drive down to the baseball and football fields, and honestly, this isn't that bad of a stroll. Now, if there was a way we could use this parking lot, that would be killer, but we're doing it during baseball and football season, so we can't expect them to let us use this too. But we could very well use it for like overflow parking. Just can't have the whole entire event right here. But like I said, everyone saw our vision, but our vision started to get very melted. Our vision was getting melted because each and every one of us were freaking pouring sweat. So we're gonna go grab a bite to eat so that we can finish laying out the plans, because like I said, folks, it was getting toasty out there, and ain't none of us could stay focused on the task at hand, the layout and everything like that. So we'll just take now that they have seen what we're working with and how big it really is, we'll use a Google do that kind of thing. So I guess let's go grab a bite to eat and then I guess just see where this Friday takes us. Well, we haven't made it to the restaurant to finish laying out these plans, try to get our committees together, and JB, what the hell? You gotta play your videos on full blast?
Yeah, I do.
What if, are you a child? Are you an adolescent? This freaking woman, what am I gonna do with her? Can't take her anywhere. But I guess let's get in here. Let's get a bite to eat and let's finish laying out the, I guess, committees, laying out our team, laying out our plan, getting the groundwork down for this car show. And most importantly, get some food in me because I'm freaking hungry, folks. Alrighty, our meeting went great. I would have filmed some of it, but it was just really just talking a bunch of logistics and a whole bunch of stuff that no one wants to have to listen to. But that jump took a whole lot longer than we expected. From 10:30 to 1:30, a 3-hour freaking meeting, I guess you could say. I know it was broken up, but that was a lot of yapping we did. To realize we still have a whole lot more yapping we're gonna have to do with each other. Like a lot of work we gotta do to get this thing up and running and the ball rolling, but it's definitely possible, and it'll be a great fundraiser for our program, a great fundraiser for our sponsor, and a great way to get out local businesses' names. So, I mean, I'm excited to do it. This is a really exciting opportunity. Like I said, I believe last week, we spent our whole entire lives going to car shows, and now we're putting on our own car show. That's pretty exciting. So, I guess with the little bit remaining of the day before we got to go get better today than we were yesterday, we're going to go home and we're going to start binge watching Squid Games, most likely. Well, folks, we have finally made it back home. I guess we're going to take our butts inside and freaking binge watch these Squid Games. Well, after spending 25 bucks, making a Netflix account just so that we could watch some Squid Games, both of us freaking fell asleep. Both of us. And since we didn't plan on falling asleep and we just fell asleep, guess what we didn't do? Set an alarm. So guess who is running late? This guy. Guess who also forgot to go check on their tire today? This guy. So guess whose tire is flat? This guy's. So tomorrow is gonna be an even busier day than we had expected it to be. But the parts of the show that I did see were pretty freaking wild, if I must say so myself. But I guess let's grab everything from my car, move it to JV's so that we can go get better today than we were yesterday. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna push off going to get my tire fixed. We were able to find 2 tire shops who are open right now, are open long enough to hopefully patch it up because it doesn't look like it's seeping out of the sides, so that we can at least get to work tonight. Oh shoot, we made it over here to the gosh darn Pet Boys. Let's see if they'll freaking fix this tire, or if they have a tire. If it's not fixable, that would be nice. Hope they can do one or the other, because if they can, then I can still make it to go get better today than we were yesterday. We may miss our cardio, but we can figure it out later on. But we'll at least be able to go get better today than we were yesterday. You know what I mean, folks? Well, I guess on the hunt we go for another tire shop, folks. Well, let's hope that this one can help us, because I just want to make it to practice, folks. Well, good news. The tire could be patched, and they got me in nice, quick, and smoothly. So now we're in a predicament. Do we head towards practice and be super late, or do we go knock out a run and shadow box for a really long time? Maybe get JB to hold pads for us. kind of the predicament here. But first, we need to get some gas in our car before we completely run out. We've ran it down to 0 until empty. So I hope we can roll into this parking lot. Well, we successfully made it to the gas station and got fuel in our car before we completely freaking ran out. We may have been rolling in there on fumes, but we at least made it. But now it's gonna be like 8 o'clock before we make it to practice at 8:30, and practice ends at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead to knock out a run, do a little bit of movement, shake it out a little bit, get our blood flowing, get in better shape today than we were yesterday, so that we aren't doing nothing today. Because it's gonna take me like 15 minutes to get ready. Once I get to practice, 5 minutes, and then it's just gonna eat away. You could just run home, freaking knock out a run, get a little bit of shadow boxing in, stay loose, play around a little bit, and then head to go keep the bar safer tonight than it was last night. Then I don't have to worry about like showering there. You can get a good shower in, you know what I mean? Not really what I want to do, but that's what we're gonna do so that we get the most, we can use the most out of our time, you know what I mean, folks? Well, we have officially made it back home after our adventure to find a tire plug. And it looks like it's gonna freaking storm now. So I guess let's go knock out this run. Let's go get a little bit of cardio in until JB gets here with a little bit of grub, so that we can grub down together before I have to go keep the club safer tonight than it was last night, folks. Well, we were able to get 30 minutes in before the storm came. At least we were able to get a little bit of movement in. But that storm that thing is straight up brewing. Let's see if we can knock out some push-ups, get some shadow boxing in, get our bodies, used to building up a whole bunch of blood into our arms. Because wrestling, you building up a bunch of blood, then you gotta be able to throw your hands after, be able to throw your kicks, be able to stay focused. So I guess let's knock out some push-ups and then knock out a little bit of shadow boxing, and then get inside, clean up, and hopefully get that all done before JB gets here, so that we can just enjoy a little meal together before I gotta go keep the bars safer tonight than they were last night. Well, I felt smooth as butter, but we had finished up, and I guess perfect timing, because as I was walking inside, someone was pulling in behind me. So I guess let's get in here, grub down, clean up, and hit the road. Well, we took a little too long eating, and a little bit too long showering, and a little bit too long with yapping with JB. And now we're gonna be late for work too. If there is any amount of traffic due to these terrible storms that have been trying to roll in for the past 45 minutes, we may be very late. If there is none, then we'll be just skating by. So I guess let's throw our shoes on and freaking hit the road, folks. Sheesh, folks, it looks freaking ominous out here. But we were only 1 minute late. Now to the hardest part of the night, finding a parking spot. Wish me luck. Plus, it's freaking storming out, so we know everyone's gonna be acting like goofballs tonight. So wish me luck on that one too. Maybe we can at least get a good story or two. Shit, I had to park a fat minute away, and it is pouring down freaking rain. Let's hope tonight goes by smoothly and quickly. Well, that was one laid back, boring freaking night. Goodness gracious. For the first 4 hours, there was absolutely nobody in the bar. Around hour 5 or 6, it started to pick up, and I was able to start, communicating with people. 90% of the time, we sat there and bullshitted the whole entire time. And I was the only security on duty today. We ended up, by the end of the night, the bar was popping. It was pretty lit upstairs. But it was just a laid back, calm night. Like, there was no drama, there was no yelling, there was no screaming. I went up upstairs maybe twice to check on the crowd, and both times I went up there, people were literally just dancing. I don't even think there was people playing pool most of the time. So, honestly, probably the easiest night I have ever had. I mean, other than, a few Sundays ago, Father's Day Sunday, that was an easy night as well. That was just a long, boring night. Tonight wasn't really too boring. I just kind of sat there and kicked it with the homies, sat there and shot the shit. So I couldn't say it was a bad night. But I guess let's get home so that tomorrow we can wake up and be energized to go, take these kids to a victory. Because I am so excited to watch them compete. All of these kids have really worked their butt off to understand and learn as much as they can in jiu-jitsu. So I'm excited for tomorrow. Y'all have no idea. Very, 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 very excited for tomorrow. But I guess let's get home. I would say as quickly as we can, but since there has been so many cops out, because as soon as I pulled up, there was about 20 cops that went flying down the road with lights and sirens on. And there's been a whole bunch of traffic stops in this area. And, we just recently got a ticket. Guess we're going to drive home nice and slow and just make it home. And just lack sleep for tomorrow. It'll be okay. We can get a nap in tomorrow. So I guess let's head home, folks. Let's get home before 2 a.m. That's our goal. Well, we have made it home, but not before 2 a.m. We made it home at 2:03. Dang it. Today is just not going as scheduled at all. We woke up this morning thinking our meeting with our sponsor was at 10. It was at 10:30. So we could have gotten that extra 10, 20 minutes of sleep we wanted. And then we wanted to come home and watch some Squid Games. And we came home and we fell asleep. And then I go to hit the road to go get better today than we were yesterday, to go get in better shape today than we were yesterday. And we have a flat tire. And then we go to, the place that was closest, and they said they couldn't do it. So we go to the next place. Luckily, they were able to. And they were able to patch it, too. And most places won't patch them anymore because of, people wanting to sue and shit. So, by the time we had found someone to put a tire on our car, or patch our tire, it was way too late to make it to practice and make it to work. So, we came to the house. We still got to get some cardio in, and we still got to move around a bit, and I'm kind of proud of how we're feeling. We're feeling smooth. We were feeling like butter. And then we had to go keep the bar safer tonight than it was last night. And, it was just boring. Just boring. And then we wanted to make it home by 2. And we didn't do that either. This whole day was screwed. It was supposed to be a squid watching binging series. That didn't happen. We got to 2 episodes. That's it. But in those 2 episodes, that shit's wild. Wild is not for the faint of heart. Let me just put it that way. It's the only thing I can say. The only thing I can say. Anything else would be a spoiler. But I guess since we have to get up bright and early in the morning to go lead these kids to a victory, and then we have to go work the UFC fights tomorrow, I guess we're going to take our butts to freaking bed. I would love to go inside and play some games, but we all know how that's going to end. I'm going to be up till 5 o'clock in the morning, and then wondering why I don't want to wake up in the morning, because you're on 2 hours of sleep. We're already banking on 5 hours. That's what we're going to get tonight, but I don't mind it. As long as the kids work hard, They listen. They have fun. I don't care. It don't faze me to lose a little sleep. So I guess this is the point where I say good night, folks, and BillyGoat freaking loves you.